Today we're going to get started looking at some simple physics and bounding boxes. But the first thing I want to do is let you know that at the time of this recording I'm using the most stable version of Blender, which is 2.93. Now, as you can see, my statistics bar is not there. I thought I'd show everybody how to get there because I know a few people don't know. So if you don't have your statistics bar, if you come down to the bottom bar here and you right mouse click, you can click Scene Statistics and Blender Version, and it puts all of your statistics right here. So now, one of the big things we tell everybody is that your bounding box for your physics must match your bounding box for your mesh. And I know some of you don't even know how to see that, so I thought that we'd start by looking at that today and then actually show you what happens when they don't match. So, to see the bounding box, if you come here to the object properties, and to, okay, it wasn't visibility, sorry, to viewport display in object properties, and you click this box for bounds, it will show you the bounding box around the object. That's what those black lines are. So now that we can see that, I'm going to create a super simple physics here that does not match, to show you what happens when that gets uploaded into SL. So we're going to start off here with adding a plane, grabbing it up on the Z, I'm just taking it to cover the seat area, and then we'll go down to the base. Okay, so scale on the Y. Oops. Go edit. And as you can see, I do not use the menus, the pie menu that Graham loved. It worked for him, not so much for me. And I just hit the 2 on the keyboard to go into my edge select. I'm going to grab that forward a little here. And then go to all, scale on the X. And I'm grabbing this front edge and we're going to extrude down. Now, because we do need the gap and everything, which we'll get into that later on, I'm just going to come here, hit V, so I separate these, and move that one just a tad. It doesn't have to be far. That is more than enough right there. Now I'm going to save this. Okay, go here. Okay, and as you can see, I named it non-matching so that we can see what's going on. I always apply my transformations before I go any further. But now I'm going to show you real quick. The yellow box you see there is the bounding box for this physics mesh. And the black lines are still the bounding box, well, now they're yellow, for the bench. So as you can see, they are clearly not going to work out. So now we are going to go ahead and save this, export it. I use my desktop as my working directory. Okay. Make sure you do your operator presets. Export. And just to make sure I have a copy of this on my desktop, we're going to go ahead and export it too. And I don't. Now I'm going to open. Going to open Firestorm Viewer, sorry. Got sidetracked there for a second. And I'm going to pause this while I'm doing that so that you guys don't have to deal with all the load up stuff. So I will see you in a few minutes. Okay, now I'm here at my build area in Second Life. Ideally, I would be doing this in the audit server so that you guys could see without it costing. But, well, until Second Life decides to fix the audit server, this is where we're at. So I'm going to come up here to my build menu. Select my mesh model, which is my outdoor chairs. Now in this particular case, I'm not even worried about the LODs because I know this isn't going to work. I do know though that my sizing was a bit off when I made this, so we're going to kick this down to about there. And then we're going to come here and select from File. And this is my non-matching physics. Now, you can already see here in the uploader that this is not going to work. And the reason for this is because where my bounding box did not match, Second Life is saying, okay, fine, we're going to make it match, which is exactly then what they've done. Okay, it looks like I might have taken this a little too small. Let's bring this up some. And now let's go into the Features tab. And even changing this to Prim. As you can see, our bounding box here will not work, or our physics mesh will not work. And that's because I did not match it to the proper sizing. In the next video, I'll cover some tips on doing that and to help keep your physics mesh as simple as possible.